Caliban.
In the early 1960s, the casting process for the innovative television series The Outer Limits was a meticulous journey. The show's producers, Leslie Stephen and Joseph Stefano, were determined to find the right mix of talented actors who could bring their science fiction stories to life. For the lead role of Control Voice, the disembodied narrator guiding viewers through each episode, the producers chose veteran actor Vic Perrin. Perrin's extensive experience in radio drama made him an ideal fit for the distinctive, otherworldly narration. For the series' first episode, The Galaxy Being, the producers cast actor Cliff Robertson as the lead, Alan Leighton. Robertson, known for his strong screen presence, was approached directly by Stevens for the part. His casting set the tone for the series, emphasizing the high-quality acting that would become a hallmark of The Outer Limits. In the second episode, The 100 Days of the Dragon, the producers aimed to create a compelling antagonist. They found their lead in Cedric Hardwicke, an accomplished British actor. Hardwicke's authoritative and commanding presence made him perfect for the role of the powerful and manipulative Emperor Wang. As the series progressed, the casting directors continued to seek out talented actors who could handle the demands of the show's thought-provoking stories. In the episode The Architects of Fear, they cast Robert Culp as protagonist Alan Leighton. Culp's ability to convey vulnerability and determination in his character resonated with viewers, making him a fan favorite. One of the most memorable episodes, Soldier, featured a young and relatively unknown actor named Michael Ansara. Ansara's portrayal of a seemingly indestructible alien soldier demonstrated his versatility and range, further solidifying the series' reputation for strong acting performances. Ultimately, the casting process for The Outer Limits was a testament to the producers' commitment to quality storytelling and their dedication to finding the right actors for each role. By carefully assembling a diverse and skilled cast, they created a show that continues to captivate audiences to this day.
Wake up one day and find himself right back where we were when this grisly dream started.
You always say an explanation.
The Outer Limits, a 1963 sci-fi TV series, was brought to life by director Leslie Stevens. His vision was to create a thought-provoking, innovative show that pushed the boundaries of television. Stevens' approach was characterized by a strong emphasis on visual storytelling, often using minimal dialogue and striking imagery to convey complex ideas. Stevens' creative influences included classic literature, philosophy, and art. He was particularly drawn to the works of H.G. Wells and Franz Kafka, which often explored themes of isolation, transformation, and the human condition. These influences can be seen in the series' eerie, atmospheric visuals and its exploration of moral and ethical dilemmas. Stevens' directing style was marked by a meticulous attention to detail. He worked closely with the cast and crew to ensure that every aspect of the production, from set design to special effects, served the overall vision of the show. He encouraged his actors to explore their characters' emotions and motivations in depth, resulting in nuanced, compelling performances. Collaboration was key to Stevens' approach. He worked closely with writers, producers, and technicians to bring his vision to life. He was known for his ability to inspire and motivate his team, creating a positive and productive working environment. Stevens' approach to directing The Outer Limits was characterized by a commitment to innovation, a deep respect for the power of visual storytelling, and a dedication to collaboration. His unique vision and collaborative spirit helped to create a series that continues to captivate audiences today.
We'll be able to travel at the speed of light, something we've always assumed was impossible.
The Outer Limits, a 1963 TV series, is a classic in the science fiction genre. Its enduring qualities, such as thought-provoking storylines, groundbreaking special effects, and memorable characters, have made it a symbol of the industry. Many interesting and surprising facts about this series are coming up, so keep watching this video. Do you have a favorite episode or memory associated with The Outer Limits? Maybe it's the first time you saw the iconic opening sequence, or a particular twist that left you speechless. We would love to hear your stories and personal experiences related to this TV series. The Outer Limits has left a lasting impact on the world of science fiction, with its stories and characters continuing to resonate with audiences today. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the series, There's no denying the captivating power of the Outer Limits. So, what do you think makes the Outer Limits an everlasting symbol of the industry? Do you have a cherished memory associated with this TV series? Let us know in the comments below.
It's one nightmare I didn't have.
The Outer Limits, a 1963 sci-fi TV series, is known for its unique set design and innovative techniques. The show's creators, Leslie Stephen and Joseph Stefano, wanted to differentiate it from other sci-fi series of the time, and they did this by focusing on the visual aspects of the production. The set design for The Outer Limits was a major part of the show's appeal. The series was filmed on sound stages in Los Angeles, and the production team created a variety of otherworldly sets to bring the stories to life. These sets included everything from alien spaceships to futuristic laboratories. The team used a variety of materials, including metal, plastic, and foam, to create the sets, and they often used unconventional methods to achieve the desired effects. One of the most innovative techniques used in the production of The Outer Limits was the use of a technique called slid scan photography. This technique allowed the production team to create the illusion of movement and depth on the otherwise static sets. By using a moving camera and a slit in the film gate, the team was able to create a sense of motion and perspective that added to the otherworldly feel of the show. The locations used in The Outer Limits were also carefully chosen to add to the overall atmosphere of the series. Many of the exterior shots were filmed in the Southern California desert, which provided a stark and barren backdrop for the stories. The production team also used a variety of industrial locations, such as power plants and factories, to add to the sense of unease and disorientation. Despite the innovative techniques and careful planning, the production of The Outer Limits was not without its challenges. The tight shooting schedule and limited budget often made it difficult for the production team to achieve the desired effects. However, they were able to overcome these challenges and create a series that has endured as a classic of the sci-fi genre. The Outer Limits is a classic science fiction show that stands out for its high quality and unique focus on the human encounter with the alien. It aired in the 1960s alongside other popular shows like Rod Serling's Twilight Zone, but it is distinct from these comparisons. While Twilight Zone explored literary conflicts such as man vs. man and man vs. self, The Outer Limits concentrated on the human encounter with the utterly alien, using science fiction as its central driving element. This focus sets it apart from other shows like Star Trek, Lost in Space, or even the current show with the same name. The Outer Limits can be considered the Shakespeare of science fiction, while other shows are like paintings from Walmart. Its thought-provoking stories and intelligent framework make it a timeless classic, despite any lesser episodes. Unfortunately, the Sci-Fi Channel's decision to cut 8 minutes from each episode for commercials is disappointing, and shows a lack of appreciation for the show's value. The Outer Limits remains an incomparable and influential series with its sensitive and intelligent approach to science fiction. Its impact on the genre and its audiences has been significant, making it a must-watch for any serious science fiction fan. The show's enduring quality and unique focus on the human encounter with the alien continue to set it apart from other shows, making it a true classic that stands the test of time.
Drive it away, Colonel. Our only hope is to find out where it is hiding and destroy it.
The music in The Outer Limits, a 1963 sci-fi TV series, played a crucial role in enhancing the narrative and emotional tone. The show's haunting and suspenseful score was primarily composed by Dominic Fortier, who used innovative techniques to create an unforgettable audio experience. Fortier's music was characterized by its unconventional sound, often incorporating electronic elements and atonal structures. This approach mirrored the series' explorations of unknown and strange phenomena, making the music an integral part of the storytelling. The score was designed to evoke a sense of unease and mystery, complementing the visuals and enhancing the overall atmosphere. Fortier worked closely with the show's creators to ensure the music aligned with the desired mood and themes. He often used a wide range of instruments, from traditional orchestral ones to more experimental ones, to create a rich and diverse sound. This versatility allowed the music to adapt to various scenes and situations, further emphasizing the narrative and emotional arcs of the characters and plot. The soundtrack also featured occasional pop and rock tunes, providing a contrast to the predominantly eerie score. These songs were carefully selected to reinforce the series' cultural context and comment on the societal issues often addressed within the episodes. The combination of these different musical styles contributed to the show's unique identity and enduring appeal. In summary, the music in The Outer Limits was a powerful tool for enhancing the narrative and emotional tone. Composer Dominic Frontier's innovative approach and versatile use of instruments and styles resulted in a captivating and memorable soundtrack that has remained an essential aspect of the series' enduring legacy.
No, to a papa. He thought.
Robert Duvall, known for his role in The Outer Limits, was once considered for the part of Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs, which later went to Anthony Hopkins. In addition, Duvall played the role of Robert E. Lee in Gods and Generals, replacing Martin Sheen, who was unable to reprise the role due to his commitment to The West Wing. On the other hand, David McCallum, also a part of The Outer Limits, has a notable connection to the film The Great Escape. His first wife, Jill Ireland, met her second husband, Charles Bronson, during the filming of this movie. In summary, the actors of The Outer Limits have had significant roles and connections in various film and television productions, demonstrating their lasting impact in the industry.
Aldous, you saw what was in there. You've got to tell us.
Can you walk, Aldous?
Let me help.
Here, try.
One of the most iconic scenes in the 1963 TV series, The Outer Limits, is from the episode The Architects of Fear. In this scene, a scientist, led by fear and paranoia, undergoes a transformation into a monstrous creature to unite humanity against a perceived alien threat. The direction of this scene is masterfully done by Byron Haskin. He uses low-key lighting and dramatic shadows to heighten the tension and emphasize the character's emotional turmoil. The performance of the lead actor, Robert Culp, is compelling and raw. He conveys the character's internal struggle and fear with subtle facial expressions and body language. The cinematography by Conrad Hall is also notable. The use of close-ups and tight framing creates a claustrophobic atmosphere, emphasizing the character's sense of isolation and helplessness. The black and white filming adds to the eerie and unsettling mood of the scene. This scene has had a significant impact on the audience. It is often cited as one of the most memorable and chilling moments in television history. The scene's exploration of fear, paranoia, and the human condition has resonated with viewers for decades. According to Robert Culp, that scene was a turning point for me as an actor. It was a chance to really dig deep and explore the darker aspects of the human psyche. I'll always be grateful to Byron and Conrad for giving me that opportunity. Byron Haskin also commented on the scene, saying, "It was a challenging scene to shoot, but I think it paid off in the end." Robert's performance was exceptional, and Conrad's cinematography added so much to the overall atmosphere. It's a scene that I'm still proud of to this day.
Must I? He was only trying to be helpful. I see.
Vic Perrin, the narrator for The Outer Limits, recorded his opening and closing lines in just 1 or 2 studio sessions, having little to no knowledge about the episode's content. Despite this, he was able to convey a sense of authority through his narrations. David McCallum, one of the original stars of The Man from UNCLE, never made an appearance on its spin-off series, The Girl from UNCLE. Leonard Nimoy, best known for his role as Spock in Star Trek, took part in a Save the Rose Theatre event in London. During the same weekend, his guest appearance linked him with other Star Trek actors, including Mark Lenard, who had traveled from the United States to participate in various film industry conventions.
Just a minute.
The Outer Limits, a 1963 sci-fi TV series, left a significant cultural and social impact. Its innovative storytelling and thought-provoking themes resonated deeply with audiences, making it a touchstone of 1960s pop culture. The show tackled complex issues like the fear of technology, government control, and the nature of humanity. These themes sparked conversations and debates among viewers, contributing to the cultural dialogue of the time. The Outer Limits also influenced future sci-fi productions. its unique narrative style, and eerie visuals can be seen echoed in later classics like The Twilight Zone and modern series like Black Mirror. Moreover, the series was one of the first to introduce a diverse cast, which was a progressive move in the early 1960s. This diversity added depth to the show's stories and characters, making it more relatable to a wider audience. In terms of social impact, The Outer Limits challenged viewers to question their perceptions of reality and the role of technology in society. It encouraged critical thinking and sparked interest in scientific concepts, contributing to a broader societal understanding of these issues. In conclusion, The Outer Limits was a culturally and socially impactful TV series that resonated with audiences, influenced pop culture, and contributed to discussions on relevant social and cultural themes.
Here, have located trouble. Secondary servo.
Leonard Nimoy is one of only 5 actors to appear in both the 1963 and 1995 versions of The Outer Limits, having played characters in 3 episodes. In a fun trivia, the mineral aluminium sulfide in Star Trek For the Voyage Home is named after him, spelling Nimoy backward if you look closely. Robert Duvall, another versatile actor, played the role of Robert E. Lee's ancestor in Gods, and Generals, a role originally played by Martin Sheen in Gettysburg. Interestingly, Duvall and Sheen had previously acted together in the popular Vietnam War film Apocalypse Now. These connections between actors and roles across different productions offer a fascinating look into the interconnected world of television and film.
Like a little metal plate to prevent nasty fractures.
Your funny husband has a funny way of joking about that plate. I wonder what
The Outer Limits, a 1963 sci-fi TV series, received considerable praise from critics and audiences alike for its innovative storytelling and unique visual style. The show was hailed by some as the thinking man's Twilight Zone for its thought-provoking themes and complex characters.
Taking care of yourself?
Interesting facts connect certain actors and crew members of The Outer Limits to other productions and events. Leonard Nimoy, David McCallum, Cliff Robertson, Barbara Rush, and Peter Breck all appeared in both The Outer Limits and the original Star Trek series. John Hoyt, another actor who worked on The Outer Limits, is part of a group from the film The Conqueror who passed away from cancer, including John Wayne, Susan Hayward, Agnes Moorehead, and Pedro Armendariz. Leonard Nimoy's career is marked by his refusal to be an executive producer for Star Trek The Next Generation. He believed the sequel series would not succeed, showcasing his ability to assess a project's potential. The connection between The Outer Limits and The Conqueror brings attention to the unfortunate health issues that affected several actors and crew members in the 1950s and 1960s film industry. Meanwhile, Nimoy's decision regarding Star Trek The Next Generation demonstrates his foresight and unique perspective on the entertainment business.
What made you faint?
During the filming of The Outer Limits in 1963, the show's creator, Leslie Stevens, had a unique approach to directing. He would often give the directors only the basic story outline, allowing them to fill in the details as they saw fit. This led to a diverse range of styles and interpretations throughout the series. The show's special effects team, led by Hollywood veteran Augie Lohman, faced numerous challenges. They had to create a variety of otherworldly creatures and phenomena on a tight budget. One of their most memorable creations was the humanoid from the episode The Six Finger. To create this evolved ape-man, they used a combination of prosthetics, masks, and actor David McCallum's physicality. Actress Claire Turner, who appeared in the episode The Man Who Was Never Born, had a memorable experience during filming. She had to perform a dramatic scene while submerged in a water tank. Despite the discomfort, she delivered a powerful performance which added to the eerie atmosphere of the episode. The show's cast and crew also had to deal with the limitations of 1960s television technology. In the episode Demon with a Glass Hand, they had to create the illusion of a character's hand being replaced by a robotic one. They achieved this by attaching a fake hand to the actor's arm, and then carefully filming his real hand separately, which was later composited in post-production. Despite these challenges, the cast and crew of The Outer Limits remained dedicated to their work. They were passionate about creating a high-quality science fiction series that would captivate audiences and pushed the boundaries of what was possible on television. Their hard work and dedication ultimately paid off, as The Outer Limits has endured as a classic of the genre, inspiring generations of filmmakers and writers.
I'm not certain that this is metal.
Robert Culp, known for his role as FBI agent Bill Maxwell in The Greatest American Hero, was never approached to replace Larry Hagman as JR in Dallas. He has stated that he would not have left The Greatest American Hero even if the part had been offered to him. The Outer Limits opened with the control voice for the first 3 episodes, but executives wanted to see the bear first. Starting with The Man with the Power, episodes began with a scene featuring the bear, followed by the control voice, a commercial, and then the episode prelude. This format continued throughout the first season and into the second. David McCallum, known for his roles in The Man from UNCLE and NCIS, appeared in both the 1963 and 1995 versions of The Outer Limits. He played Willem Griffiths in The Sixth Finger and Tone Hobart in The Forms of Things Unknown in the 1963 version, and Joshua Hayward in Feasibility Study in the 1995 version. McCallum is one of only 5 actors to appear in both versions of the series.
What is this thing? A very old god, senor.
The Outer Limits, a 1963 sci-fi TV series, holds a significant place in film history. It is known for its thought-provoking storylines and innovative visual effects, which were groundbreaking for its time. The show's anthology format, featuring a different story and cast each episode, allowed for a wide range of narratives and themes, from exploring extraterrestrial life to dystopian futures. The Outer Limits had a notable impact on future filmmaking. Its innovative storytelling and visual techniques influenced many subsequent science fiction productions. For instance, the famous Twilight Zone series drew inspiration from The Outer Limits, as did the Black Mirror series in more recent times. The show's emphasis on philosophical and societal issues within a sci-fi context also paved the way for shows like Battlestar Galactica and The Expanse. Several filmmakers and writers have cited The Outer Limits as a source of inspiration for their work. H.R. Giger, the Swiss artist who designed the creature in the film Alien, was influenced by the series' visual style. The show's blend of horror and science fiction can also be seen in movies like The Thing and The Blob. In addition, The Outer Limits inspired several novels, comic books, and radio plays. For example, the new Outer Limits series, which aired in the late 1990s, was based on the original show. This demonstrates the enduring appeal and influence of the 1963 series. Overall, The Outer Limits left a lasting legacy in the world of film and television, inspiring countless productions and influencing the development of science fiction as a genre.
To get 1/10 of what they know, and we've got only 11 hours.
Henry Silva, known for his portrayal of villains, had a rare appearance as the lead in The Return of Mr. Moto. However, he expressed regret over this role, considering it his worst performance. Leonard Nimoy and his Star Trek co-star William Shatner both suffered from tinnitus after filming the episode Arena. Their hearing was damaged due to their proximity to a special effects explosion. George Macready, in a 1960 article, expressed his fondness for his TV roles in The Diamond As Big as the Ritz and Thunder in the Night. His notable performances in various productions are a testament to his acting prowess. In the early 1960s, a television series named The Outer Limits captured the attention of many. Interestingly, the original title, Please Stand By, was changed due to the Cuban Missile Crisis, as it might have caused unnecessary fear. The show's break for commercials still featured the phrase Please Stand By, a subtle reminder of its initial title. The series boasted a number of notable actors, including Sally Kellerman. During the filming of The Outer Limits, Kellerman starred in a stage production of Holiday at Almonson Theater, showcasing her versatility. Another actor, George Macready, had an interesting acting career that spanned over 3 decades. In his debut film, Commando Strike at Dawn, he played a schoolteacher writing a novel, while in his final movie, The Return of Count Yorga, he portrayed a professor, book in hand. The Outer Limits proved to be an engaging and straightforward series, providing a platform for talented actors to showcase their abilities, while also navigating the sensitivities of the time.
And I won't die, Ben. I will.
Leonard Nimoy, best known as Spock from Star Trek, had a diverse career in radio and television. After Richard Widmark left the Mutual Radio Theater, Nimoy took over as the Friday night host in 1980. He also shared the screen with Malachi Throne in 4 different productions: Star Trek, Mission Impossible, Assault on the Wayne, and Star Trek The Next Generation. Actress Sally Kellerman, on the other hand, had a busy schedule in the early 90s. In 1995, she starred in Malt's Jupiter Theater's production of Auntie Mame, following back-to-back plays in Boston and Edmonton. In Boston, she played Martha in Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, and starred as Mary Jane Dankworth in a 2-character production of The Lay of the Land with Michael Hogan in Edmonton. This production was later made into a film, in which Kellerman reprised her role opposite Ed Begley Jr.
More horrible than we could have dreamed. I heard the screams. I was afraid it might be you, Spain. I hate...
The Outer Limits creator, Leslie Stevens, found himself in a conflict with ABC over a $700 invoice. Despite Daystar Productions being responsible, Stevens placed the blame on ABC and threatened not to deliver the next episode. This led to strained relations between Stevens and ABC executives, who didn't favor the series' lack of appeal to mainstream viewers. As a result, ABC refused to accept scripts from Stevens or Joseph Stefano, the main writer for the series. Robert Culp, one of the actors who appeared in The Outer Limits, is known for playing 2 or more murderers in the television series Columbo. He played investigator Brimmer in Death Lends a Hand, Paul Hanlon in The Most Crucial Game, and Dr. Bart Capel in Double Exposure. Robert Duvall, another actor who appeared in The Outer Limits, has starred in 8 films that have been deemed culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant by the Library of Congress. These films include To Kill a Mockingbird, Bullet, MASH, The Godfather, The Conversation, The Godfather Part 1 and 2, Network, and Apocalypse Now. After Stevens refused to apologize, he was removed as executive producer, and several crew members loyal to him were fired. When ABC moved the series to a less popular time slot, Stefano resigned, and new producer Ben Brady arranged for a new theme for season 2 due to pressure from ABC.
You're 24 hours late.
I know. I would have been here 2 days ago. I was all...
The 1963 TV series The Outer Limits featured the Chemosphere House in its episode The Duplicate Man. This famous architectural design, created by John Lautner, is visible in some exterior shots, while interior shots were recreated on a set to mimic the house's unique interior. David McCallum, who starred in The Outer Limits, received a considerable amount of fan mail during his time on The Man from UNCLE, more than any other actor in Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's history, surpassing even popular stars like Clark Gable and Elvis Presley. Before his appearance in The Outer Limits, Robert Culp was introduced as a new talent in the opening credits of the 1957 Zane Grey Theater episode Badge of Honor. His career in television spanned several decades, and he became a well-known figure in the industry. Leonard Nimoy, best known as Spock from Star Trek, had a notable collaboration with voice actor Frank Welker. They worked together in 4 productions: Star Trek III The Search for Spock, The Transformers the Movie, The Pagemaster, and Transformers Dark of the Moon. In the 1960s, Conrad L. Hall, the director of photography for many of The Outer Limits' first season episodes, achieved significant recognition. He received 10 Academy Award nominations and won 3 Oscars for Best Cinematography. Nimoy's schedule for Star Trek: The Next Generation's 2-part episode unification was challenging. The second part was filmed before the first, requiring careful planning and coordination. These facts highlight the professional connections and achievements of those involved in The Outer Limits, demonstrating their dedication and success in the television industry.
Forget about that.
Well, Dr. Truxell seems to have changed his mind.
What?
David McCallum, best known for his role in the 1963 series The Outer Limits, has led a varied career. He is an author, having written Once a Crooked Man in 2016, a mix of espionage, mystery, and light comedy, published by Minotaur and spanning 337 pages. Musically, McCallum recorded 4 albums for Capitol Records in the 1960s with music producer David Axelrod. His piece The Edge is well known today, having been sampled in Dr. Dre's The Next Episode, Missin' Lynx's MIA, and Masta Ace's No Regrets. In addition to his work in The Outer Limits, McCallum shared the screen with Robert Vaughn in 3 different series: The Man from UNCLE in 1964, Please Don't Eat the Daisies in 1965, and The A-Team in 1983.
We could dream very much in the daytime. So
Leonard Nimoy, known for his role as Spock in Star Trek, had a significant impact on the character's signature move, the Vulcan nerve pinch. This concept was invented by Nimoy as a non-violent way for Spock to overpower adversaries. At the time of his death, Nimoy had 1 million Twitter followers and followed accounts such as Spencer Schwartz, Jonathan Frakes, Patrick Stewart, and others from the entertainment industry and beyond. Robert Duvall, another accomplished actor, has shared the screen with 8 Oscar-winning performances. These include acting partners Gregory Peck, John Wayne, Marlon Brando, Robert De Niro, and Jeff Bridges, among others. His collaborations with these talented individuals have left a lasting impression in the world of cinema.
I stole you from Scotty. What's his name?
Smith, wasn't it?
In the 1963 TV series The Outer Limits, actors Sally Kellerman and Leonard Nimoy made notable appearances. Kellerman, while in high school, performed with Yvette Mimieux in the all-male quartet The Four Preps. Nimoy, on the other hand, had a fascinating connection to the Bay family. His wife, Susan Bay Nimoy, is a cousin of Michael Bay, who later reinvented Megatron for the Transformers series. Leonard Nimoy's career was particularly intriguing as he played the same character, Spock, on 3 different series Star Trek the Animated Series, and Star Trek The Next Generation. In addition to this, he voiced the re-emerged Megatron, known as Galvatron, in the Transformers the movie in 1986. Nimoy's portrayal of Spock transcended the screen, leaving an enduring impact on the audience and solidifying his place in television history.
McWilliams. General.
John Hoyt, known for his thin-lipped, silver-haired appearance, was a seasoned actor before appearing in numerous television episodes in the 1960s and 1970s. He began his career in comedy routines in nightclubs and made his Broadway debut in 1930, initially using his birth name John Hoysrat. Hoyt was also part of the Mercury Theater from 1937 until he was called up for military service in 1945. Prior to his acting career, Hoyt graduated from Yale University and served on the editorial board of the campus humor magazine, The Yale Record. Actress Sally Kellerman, known for her role in The Outer Limits, had Luana Anders, Anjanette Cummer, Elizabeth Hush, and Joanne Linville as bridesmaids at her wedding ceremony in 1970 when she married Rick Edelstein. The couple later divorced in 1972, leaving Kellerman with 4 ex-stepdaughters from the marriage. Before her acting career, Kellerman attended and graduated from Yale University.
Is your brothers? I'm here, Dr. Hamill.
Leonard Nimoy, best known for playing Spock in the Star Trek franchise, appeared in films featuring this character over 5 decades, from the 1970s to the 2010s. The Outer Limits, a popular 1960s sci-fi series, had 2 different composers, Dominic Frontier and Robert Van Epps, for the first season, with Harry Lubin for the second. The show was canceled mid-season during its second run due to a deliberate scheduling change by the network, moving it to an inappropriate time slot, causing a decline in viewership, and ultimately its demise. The move placed it opposite Jackie Gleason American Scene magazine on CBS, a highly popular show at the time, resulting in low ratings and ultimately leading to the show's cancellation.
I'm not going to ask you to choose between me and whatever that.
In the early 1960s, Robert Duvall shared a close friendship with both Dustin Hoffman, and Gene Hackman when they were all ambitious stage actors in New York, trying to make a name for themselves. Known for their love of practical jokes, the trio also had a reputation for their short tempers, leading to numerous bar brawls. Meanwhile, Sally Kellerman, after declining the role of Diane Clooney in The Boston Strangler, received a call from Shirley Fonda, urging her to reconsider based on Henry Fonda's admiration for her work. Don Gordon, a good friend of Steve McQueen, appeared alongside him in 3 films, including Bullet, Papillon, and The Towering Inferno. They also shared screen time on the show Wanted Dead or Alive.
Of course, they sting, but I am inoculated at regular intervals.
Sally Kellerman, known for her appearance in the Vagina Monologues, shares a connection with both Regina Taylor and Terry Hatcher. Gene Roddenberry, creator of Star Trek, was a frequent visitor to the set of The Outer Limits and repurposed many of its elements for his own series. Martin Landau, an actor in The Outer Limits, had parents who were Austrian immigrants. His father worked as a machinist for a sewing machine company, and they had 2 daughters, Eleanor and Constance.
He isn't afraid. Are you driven? Does he look frightened to you, Ethel?
Leonard Nimoy, best known as Spock in Star Trek, had a notable history of collaborations. He appeared with George Takei and Nichelle Nichols in 3 series Star Trek the Animated Series, and Futurama. With William Shatner, he shared the screen in 6 series, including The Man from UNCLE, Mission Impossible, Star Trek the Animated Series, T.J. Hooker, and Futurama. The Vulcan hand salute that Nimoy popularized is derived from the sign made by Kohanim, Jewish priests during blessings, which involves both hands in a similar position. This connection highlights Nimoy's cultural background and its influence on his iconic character.
Out where?
Space.
Just space?
Many filming locations for the 1963 TV series The Outer Limits were situated at the residence of its creator, Joseph Stefano, known as Villa di Stefano. This production company took its name from the house. During the filming of The Great Escape in the same year, one of the series' actors, David McCallum, formed close friendships with Donald Pleasence and James Garner. Additionally, Geraldine Brooks, another actor in The Outer Limits, had a father named James E. Strook, who served as the president of the Strook Theatrical Supplies Company.
Proverbial girl back home.
What does she feel about your work here?
Thinks it's fine.
George Macready and Martin Landau both had unique and interesting career paths before their involvement in The Outer Limits. Macready, a Brown University alumnus, was a successful stage actor who toured with Katharine Cornell in the 1930s. His son was cared for in New York by one of his aunts while he was on tour. Later, Macready became good friends with Vincent Price, with Price praising him as a swell egg in a letter home. On the other hand, Landau began his career as a newspaper artist and staff cartoonist in the 1940s and 1950s. He worked for the New York Daily News, Billy Rose's Pitching Horseshoes column, and as an assistant cartoonist for the Gumps comic strip. These experiences shaped their respective backgrounds before joining The Outer Limits.
The area open for you. Our roads and deserts are generally open to all men. The sentries are there.
John Hoyt, known for his impressive nightclub act of celebrity impersonations, was particularly recognized for his portrayal of Noel Coward in the Broadway comedy The Man Who Came to Dinner in 1939. On the other hand, Martin Landau made appearances in both the 1959 and 1985 versions of The Twilight Zone. Henry Silva, born in Brooklyn and raised primarily by his mother, decided to become an actor at the age of 8. His mother, a storyteller, filled their apartment with vivid characterizations of various people she encountered during shopping. Silva, of Spanish and Italian descent, specifically denied being of Puerto Rican heritage, contrary to popular belief. He recalls his mother every day, acknowledging her inspiration in his pursuit of acting. In the DVD version of The Return of Mr. Moto, Silva provides an audio commentary where he discusses his heritage and acting career. Despite his minimal comments on the movie itself, his contribution to the special features offers an intriguing insight into his life and early experiences in the industry.
This
wild man came rushing at me, shouting, "You'll never."
Sally Kellerman is known for her role as Madame Zinzanni in Titro Zinzanni, and Dolores Montoya in the revival of The Wild Party by Blank Theater Company. Robert Duvall, a descendant of Robert E. Lee, can trace his family back to President George Washington. Duvall played Lee and Gods and generals and starred in the adaptation of To Kill a Mockingbird. David McCallum, one of the 3 surviving cast members of The Great Escape, is known for his work in The Outer Limits. McCallum's co-stars in The Great Escape are John Leighton and William Russell, who are also still alive. Leonard Nimoy, known for his role as Spock in Star Trek, and his co-star Richard Backlund from The Boston Kid. Both passed away on the same day in 2015. Nimoy's casting as Spock was due to the show's creators looking for a tall, thin actor to play an alien crew member. They remembered Nimoy from his work in The Lieutenant, which led to his iconic role. Robert Duvall, who played Laurence Olivier's grandson in The Betsy, is only 23 years younger than Olivier in real life. This age difference highlights Duvall's versatility as an actor, having played a wide range of roles throughout his career.
Left. We got that thing ourselves with us. Nothing so small would have endured the time.
Robert Duvall, known for his role in The Outer Limits, has 2 brothers who appeared in his film and Hello My Love as singers. Henry Silva, another actor in the series, was listed in the 1930 census as Harry and was living with his divorced mother in Manhattan. Silva's parents were both born in Puerto Rico. As for Sally Kellerman, she was offered a recording contract with Verve Records at the age of 18, but her stage fright prevented her from performing live. She released her first album, Roll with the Feelin', in 1972 when she was 35 years old. Kellerman met Barry Manilow before he became a major recording star, and he produced 4 tracks for her, but his label, Bell Records, was not interested in the material. Her second album, Sally, was released in 2009 with the Music Force Media Group. In summary, these actors and actresses have diverse backgrounds and experiences, both in their professional careers and personal lives. From Duvall's brother's appearance in his film to Kellerman's late start in the music industry, there is much to explore about these talented individuals beyond their roles in The Outer Limits. The episode The Outer Limits Nightmare was originally set to air on November 25, 1963, but was postponed for a week due to the coverage of President John F. Kennedy's state funeral. Before his acting career, George McReady, who starred in the series, ran the Little Gallery in Beverly Hills with Vincent Price. The gallery was a popular spot for celebrities such as Charles Lawton, Tallulah Bankhead, Barbara Hutton, Fanny Brice, Katharine Hepburn, and Greta Garbo. Actress Sally Kellerman, who also appeared in The Outer Limits, turned down roles in several notable films including Bob and Carol and Ted and Alice, The Poseidon Adventure, Nashville, and A Wedding. Instead, she focused on her singing and family life.
No doubt about it.
Sally Kellerman, an actress known for her role in the 1963 TV series The Outer Limits, had a close relationship with the late Jennifer Jones. They attended therapy sessions together, and Jones introduced Kellerman to her future husband, Jonathan D. Crane. Leonard Nimoy, also an actor in The Outer Limits, drew inspiration for his famous Vulcan salute from his childhood experiences in a synagogue. He adapted the Hebrew symbol Shaddai to create the iconic gesture. David McCallum, another cast member, was considered for the role of Doctor in the popular TV show Doctor Who in the 1960s and 1980s. He also had a guest role in the 1989 serial The Curse of Fenric Part 1. Despite not getting the part of Doctor, McCallum remains a respected figure in the TV industry.
Southeast of us. We're on our way there now. And we're alerting the Springdale Rescue Team to meet us there.
Martin Landau, known for his role in The Outer Limits, turned down the part of Carl Grissom in Batman, which was later given to Jack Palance, his co-star from Alone in the Dark. Jacqueline Scott, another Outer Limits actress, gained fame for her appearance as Dr. Richard Kimball's sister in The Fugitive. The series finale of The Outer Limits, The Probe, was initially aired on January 16, 1965, and the live announcer interrupted the Control Voice's closing statement about returning the following week. Instead, the announcer informed viewers that the King family show would be shown in its place. The regular Control Voice closing for The Probe was only heard during reruns.
I couldn't. And I tried to see if anybody was around,
If you have memories and experiences related to the 1963 TV series The Outer Limits, we'd love to hear from you. This groundbreaking show has influenced many in the world of cinema, and we're sure it's had an impact on your life as well. Perhaps The Outer Limits sparked your imagination, or maybe it even influenced your career or hobbies. We encourage you to share your stories and reflections with us, and engage with our community by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Your insights and experiences can help us explore the enduring influence of this classic series, and how it has resonated with audiences over the years. Let's celebrate the impact of The Outer Limits together, and keep the conversation going.
Didn't you know? Bon voyage party is supposed to go straight through until the boat leaves.